Well, Explain version 11.20 is finally final and out of beta, and of course the one big thing was VR, and this video is not about VR. This video is not about the new ultralight airplane that you can see here. This video is about the improvements that we got for making the default, the so-called global airports. And I'm here in the morning in München in beautiful Bavaria, Germany, and one thing you can see right now is that we are now able to paint on the ground, to put these taxi signs onto the ground, but also to make red markings, something that wasn't possible before, and of course put the labels on the ground to point to the parking spots. And you can also see that we have new textures, new buildings for the terminals. The so-called terminal kit, which was available before, was enhanced with more textures, more color variation, and some minor upgrades. And I spent dozens of hours here on the München airport to really make it as close to reality as possible. If you hold a picture right next to it, you'll spot the differences, but the cursory glance certainly is satisfied, and we can now make big airports that look very much like the real thing. You can see here the detail on the ground with all these center lines here. They were unmarked before and it was really tough to navigate, and these signs certainly help. And we are here over the Terminal 2, the new terminal. This is the old part of the new terminal, and looking back, or the one that we just flew over, was the is the newer part of the Terminal 2, the so-called satellite terminal. Now we're crossing here over the center of the airport. There's the München Airport Center. It was in view before. Big congregation of shops, and well, just what big airports have nowadays. You can see the Alps in the distance here looking to the south, and this is the Terminal 1, the older terminal. You can see here the access roads. These are the default X-plane roads. And of course the cars are stopped right now. I'm shooting this video from a replay, and during the replay the cars and the ground vehicles unfortunately don't move. They do when you fly over this area in real time though, and that looks pretty nice. Again, more markings on the ground here. You can see those little red tank or the fuel hydrant access patches on the ground here. And overall this gives the ground a more cluttered and more worn look, and more lifelike together, of course, as well. Here you look towards the axis. There's the railroad, the S-Bahn axis that comes from München downtown. It's quite a ride out here to the airport, and there's of course an underground railroad terminal under this airport. Now we're passing back towards the east here, and there's of course lots of access roads all around this airport, lots of parking garages. In the middle there's the control tower, and you can see the München Airport Center again here in the middle that we're passing right over. Now I'm advancing the time. It's getting afternoon already, and you can see the lights come to life, and of course I made sure to place ample light, and you can see here the beautiful new terminal textures which come with lights at night as well. And you can look inside the terminal, and of course it's a pretty generic, but a lot better than what we had before. This airport is not included in 1120. I'm just showcasing what's going to be possible with 1120, and artists are now busy working on airports all over the world. There are already new airports in 1120, but they don't really feature these new textures yet, but expect to see them come online pretty soon. And of course another feature was the extended night lighting, which does not cut off so abrupt in the distance, but of course if you move far enough, then of course the night lighting is not going to show, and I think this is actually too far to see any night lighting in reality.